bring the bread home? And where's the eggs? You know, today the kids blah 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 blah. Yes. You gotta let him come in and breathe. And this can go for both parties. If a man is a house husband by choice, and you come home from work, you don't want to hear that either. So in my book, NAG stands for non-stop aggravation or never again, because you have to consciously remember not to nag, because that's what we always are given, that stigma. All y'all women, all y'all do is nag. But you know, being from my own experience, I realized I nagged a lot too, and that's the last thing someone wants to hear when they come in the door. So I just made an acronym to always remember, stop it.
You see, a lot of time that we blow up is in front of company.
Right.
And one of your chapters says not in front of company.
Yes. I think it's very important to not embarrass your man.
Okay.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yes.
And it also goes back to the whole theory of emasculating your man. I was at a barbecue one time, and traditionally the man works the grill and the woman will work the crowd and the hostess and everything. And I don't want to seem like I'm you know, male chauvinist.
Right, or beating up on the ladies.
Yeah, beating up on the ladies. But if your man says, you know what, I got the chicken, it's going to be all right, and you fly out the door like, no you don't, because it's da-da-da, and you're doing all this in front of company, you know, the boys are like, dang, what's going on? Why is she talking to him like that? I've seen a friend of mine call her husband stupid, or a bad name worse than stupid. And I could never imagine being in front of a group of our friends and calling my man stupid, or calling him a name out of his name. And I think when I say not in front of company, you can laugh and play it off and all of that stuff, but you give them that look like, we gonna talk later. You know what I mean? You don't have to do it in front of people, because that makes him look bad, and it really makes you look bad.
Right, exactly.
So, not in front of company came out of it. It's right after the other chapter, that, because you know I'm spelling happiness is. So not in front of company came, you know, because you cannot disrespect your man anywhere, in the grocery store, you know, at the movie theater, in line. Let him go up and get the tickets. Let him, you know, let him lead. You know what I mean? Even when they're driving, you know, the theory is that men will never ask for directions. They will never ever ask for directions. And I talk about, it's a funny scenario where, you know, we jump in a car and we're going to a very, you know, expensive steakhouse. I don't want to give anybody any names, because they ain't sponsor the show today. So we go, and I know that it has moved. So he's like, yeah, I know. I was like, honey, you sure you know it is? Yeah, I know. And I'm putting on my, you know, mascara and stuff, and he's driving and driving, and he gets up to the restaurant, and it's closed, because they are renovating and it's somewhere else. He was like, well, why didn't you tell me? I was like, you know, because you said you had it. So the book is fun and lighthearted, but it really helps, you know, make light of relationships. And because a lot of the scenarios are the same scenarios that we all go through, but they're real life scenarios and the answers to the challenges in relationships.
What is one of the main things that you would like to get out there, dealing with your book, Let a Man Really Be a Man? Because I know most men, if you can show me respect and love, we'll do anything for you. I know a woman that take a man that's homeless, sleeping on the bridge, and pull him into King Palace. But that same woman can take that king out of that palace and pull him up under the bridge. But so what would be your advice? Look in the camera and share. You know, what would you share with them? Let a man be a man.
My biggest thing that I want people to take from this Let a Man Be a Man is you have to compromise. And in certain situations, you know, it may sound, you know, chauvinistic or whatever, but men are supposed to do certain things. And as strong black women, we tend to forget that sometimes. So if you can take away one thing from this book, is to compromise and let your man and let your man really be a man, because it's a woman's guide to understanding what he's going through. And my follow-up will be let a woman be a woman, a guide to understanding her love, because we nag for a reason. So I mean, that would be the biggest thing. Just let your man really be a man. If he's supposed to take out the garbage, take out the garbage. And I mean, there's a lot of things that men are supposed to do, and I think sometimes as women we emasculate them.
Right. I know that we wanted to deal with going more depth with the book, but we're out of time. We will have at the end of the show, actually on the screen now, her book. We will have a number in a website. How if you want to get a hold of Audra P. Jackson, you want to know more information about the book and the author.
Yes.
We have that on the screen now, and touch agree with me. But before we go, we want to offer you a relationship with Christ. Let God be God.
Yes, that's a good one. Good.
We want to let God be God. Have Jesus Christ as the head of your life. Just ask God to forgive you for your sin and come into your heart and save your soul. If you say that prayer, you are a child of God. Once again, thank you for being part of the program. Will you come back?
I definitely will come back. Anytime, just call me.
And hopefully we will have a family affair, a personal relationship dealing with the show and the book.
Yes.
We don't know what God get ready to tell you, do we?
I know, we don't. And you just came out of the blue, and God bless me for coming on this show.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to have you.
And thank you for having me so much. Thank you.
And we'll be right back, and let's talk about it.